Right now, we want to get to our top story of the morning. 23 years ago today, nearly 3,000 people died when hijacked airplanes crashed into New York's World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and into a field in rural Pennsylvania. It is the deadliest attack on U.S. soil.
This morning, you have a chance to pay your respects to those who have died waging a war on terror. And our Sydney Stallworth is live at Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery this morning. And Sydney, question for you. Why is the military asking for volunteers this morning?
Michelle, Rennie, there's a very big undertaking, a big task of love, I should say, that's going to be happening later on this morning here. I want to show you first is just a quick look at where we are. Take a look. This is just a fraction of the headstones that are here at Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery. Earlier this morning, I let you know that over 237,000 graves are here, military members who have passed on. And this morning, there's an undertaking to honor our veterans locally by washing these headstones and all of this on the day that we remember 9/11 23 years ago. I'm joined by a very special guest this morning, Sandy Wirtz, who will be out here later on this morning assisting as people are cleaning these headstones. First off, good morning. Thanks for joining us, Sandy.
Oh, my pleasure to be here.
Now, this is a very big task, and right now you have at least 100 people who are registered to help, but you're still asking for more helping hands, right?
Anybody who's willing to come out, bring your bucket and your brush, and we'll be happy to have you.
Absolutely. Now, this is a very special place for you and a place that holds significance. Can you tell us where we are this morning? And it's no accident, you all, that we're standing right here. Where are we, Sandy?
Yes, we're standing in front of my son's gravestone. He was a Navy SEAL who was killed in a suicide bombing in Syria in 2019. Scotty served his country honorably, and I'm so proud to be here and to be able to remember him on this day.
Sandy, there will be other family members who will also be out here having similar feelings that you may have standing next to Scotty's grave this morning. What will you be thinking as the labor of love goes into effect later on and you all are washing these headstones?
Well, we're all here today on behalf of Carry the Load, whose mission is simple but so significant: remember. We do a Memorial Day walk to remember our fallen. Today is very special because not only are we here to honor our fallen military who have worked for our freedom, our first responders who are with us every day to keep us safe, and today especially to honor those who were killed on September 11th and those who have been killed because of September 11th.
Well, thank you so much, Sandy, for waking up early with us and for sharing this moment with us as well and showing us Scotty's grave. We really do appreciate that. Now, you are just one of the family members who will come out, and there's still time to sign up, by the way, you all. You can do that if you'd like to register. We do have a link on KSDK.com, but you don't have to. All you have to do is show up here to Jefferson Barracks National Cemetery at 9:30 this morning.
With a bucket.
With a bucket
and a brush.
With a bucket, Sandy says, and a brush and a heart to serve. That's the very latest from here at Jefferson Barracks. I'm Sydney Stallworth, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Sydney. Right now, our team coverage of the 9/11 ceremonies continues in St. Charles County. Our Diamond Palmer joins us now live in O'Fallon, Missouri, with the details on how you can join the seating honoring the memory of the thousands of 9/11 victims and their families. Diamond?
That's right, Rennie. In about 2 hours, hundreds of people will come right here to O'Fallon, Missouri, to this memorial right here. It is called the Tribute to First Responders. You can see behind this plaque here a bent piece of steel from the World Trade Center building. Now, this honors the nearly 3,000 civilians that lost their lives that terrible day, and of course, the nearly 400 first responders, including firefighters and policemen, that were simply just trying to rescue people. Now we're going to show you a better look of some of this memorial here on your screen. Of course, this memorial is huge in stature. It is about 17 feet long and weighs about 22 tons of steel. That was, of course, salvaged from the World Trade Center building. Now, the plaque inside of the O'Fallon, Missouri City Hall also recognizes this terrible day. You can go up to it and touch a piece of that steel. And there's even a mural inside. And that's not the only tribute, of course, here in the bi-state. Over in Belleville, there's a 7,000-pound steel column from the World Trade Center. It's called the September 11th Memorial Walkway of Southern Illinois. We spoke to both city and community leaders about the significance their memorials bring today.
And we promised those first responders and everybody who perished that we would never forget, and we're not going to forget them.
We felt like it was important to memorialize all those who passed. And in the aftermath, you saw all of people coming together.
Now, of course, today, both Belleville and O'Fallon, Missouri will be honoring those who lost their lives on that day. You can head over to the Belleville Firehouse number 4, where their memorial ceremony will begin at 11:30 this morning. Meanwhile, the ceremony here in O'Fallon, Missouri begins at about 8:30 this morning at City Hall. It begins with high school speakers reflecting on being born after the tragic day, and a 1-mile walk will follow that ceremony at about 9 a.m. along Main Street. Now, I just want to also say that this memorial right here behind me is only one of 9 here in the bi-state, and every memorial that has a piece of one of the World Trade Center buildings actually is registered with the National 9/11 Memorial in New York City. Reporting live here in O'Fallon, Missouri, Diamond Palmer, 5 on your side.